But if I had those like 2 days ago, I would be fine.
You know, like a lot of people say this is over, your life's over, and you don't know. I didn't know all the details with type 1 diabetes, but I won 25 bike races since I was diagnosed.
My name's Adam Carr. I'm from Team Skyline. My primary owner is Ryan DeWald. He's a type 1 diabetic. One of our other teammates, Justin McQuarrie, is also a type 1 diabetic. They're the only two registered American pro diabetics in USA.
This is Justin.
Hello, Justin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I met him the year I was diagnosed, 2014. That's when we both rode with Novo Nordisk. But the interesting thing about Justin is he's had it since he's, what, 2? So
yeah,
we have these different war stories of the disease, and we kind of bounce it back and forth to the communities we go to. We just host a ride, first of all.
Okay.
You know, this is a diabetes awareness ride. This is what we do. Well, eventually we want to push it into an annual event. So next April we're going to hold an annual, you know, we're not sure if it's Grand Fondo, gravel ride, you know, what it is. But we're just trying to spotlight diabetes, preventing type 2 diabetes, and working with children as well as people that had diabetes for a long time and they're burned out on it, need a little bit of revitalization. It's like, here, get a bike.
And our team is based off of a nonprofit foundation, Winning the Race with Diabetes, and we basically try and race our bikes around the world and educate people on the awareness of type 2 diabetes, the prevention of type 2 diabetes, and what it's like to live with type 1 diabetes. Our two teammates, you know, they race with insulin pumps.
I bought every kind of pump and meter, and I tried everything I could, and it was so expensive, and I thought, well, I have nothing to lose at this point. And I went all in on as much as I could. I lost healthcare, Obamacare. I was going through all, like, the healthcare system is a full-time job, especially when you have a chronic disease. You know, the cost of insulin is around $300, $350 a vial.
That's a big impact on
you know, I use a Dexcom sensor in my arm, and this reads to my Apple Watch, and you can see 115. I should be 100. We're on a different, I'm on a deciliter system, so it's a little different than probably a metric system you're used to.
Yes.
But yeah, that all costs a lot of money. And then I have an insulin pump, wireless, made by a company called Omnipod. So I just have a PDM I use, and I can program it. I can set a timer. It doesn't do anything automatically.
No.
I have to be conscious.
You have to be conscious
on every carbohydrate and everything I do.
You want to prove that to people, that the performance.
I had to prove it to myself first.
Definitely.
And that was a big turning point where I said, hey, I'm really gonna push for the comeback in this. It's the one thing I love to do. The one thing that I wanted to do more than anything in my life was race a bike, and it's something I started taking for granted after so many years of professionalism and the Lance Armstrong affair, we're gonna pull out sponsorship, there was all these different things. And then once my health was jeopardized, I said, wait a second, this is the one passion, the one thing I love to do in the world more than anything. I'm not letting anything stop me. Exactly. And it revitalized my career, my outlook on things. And then as I started going, other riders I raced with, you know, were like inspired without even having type 1. Yeah, it became super inspirational to a lot of other people. And
yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think it holds me back at all.
And you've been racing since?
Since I was 14, 15, something.
You got into teams and then
and then I think I went to Europe for the first time when I was 17 and saw that, like, wow, bike racing is actually like really big over here. So kept at it and just kept doing it. But yeah, no, I always had to deal with the diabetes side, so it never really crossed my mind that I'd have to.
That you were any different from the others.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, try and inspire people, and we hold talks at hospitals and sort of educate medical professionals as far as what tools are available to diabetics, because not everybody's aware that there are varying resources that allow you to live an active lifestyle. And at the professional level, we like to think that, you know, our guys can be sort of inspiring for that. But Tour de Beauce and Grand Prix de Saguenay are really special to us because they're long-time events. They're in our backyard. The racing is very hard. It's an international field. Gives us an opportunity to meet new people, and, you know, again, it's our backyard. You know, they do a fantastic job, and obviously you can see the side of our car, Geppetto's. So we're really thrilled to be here. You know, it's a bit above our pay grade right now, given the schedule we've had. We do a lot of criteriums. You know, they're very efficient for us to drive there, visit a hospital, do an awareness ride, and then do a
It's a
race.
short
They're very,
track.
you know, and it's
Yeah.
also very cost effective, and so this is where we would like to be.
Okay.
And so it was great to give the guys an idea of, you know, what it's like to punch at this level. And, you know, the organizers are just extremely wonderful. The towns are very accommodating, and again, Saguenay feels like a family race, Beauce feels like a family race, and the pedigree of the riders that come through here is exceptionally high.
Challenging year after year, right?
Every year, one day or a week, it's going to rain. You're going to have mountains. You're going to have hills. But you know, we're just thrilled to be here. So.
We developed huge reach, and you know, then we're going to try to consolidate into maybe 3 different areas where we host a diabetic
gonna say break it down.
event and a camp for kids, and some inspirational speaking. You know, just our story alone, when you really hear it in detail, and we're getting fairly rehearsed at what we're doing, so it's almost like you don't leave feeling sad. It's kind of fun. It's inspiring, and you can put it. Overcoming anything is a challenge, and I think, you know, if you know nothing about diabetes, which is a big part of what we do, it's just
Why do you think
that's just a brand.
I was wondering.
Yeah, that's good luck.